Favorite. I think it's the answer to this will be similar to what I kind of already said, thinking about it. I love creating these really beautiful homes away from home. I
Mhm.
think this is it, because I love the customer service as well. Still, don't know how long I will be loving it for, because obviously, as we were saying before we started recording, naturally when people progressing, there's certain things we don't want to do anymore because we want to focus on, let's say, bigger things, or for whatever that reason is. But I really truly enjoy the customer service. I love these, yeah, to create the home away from home. As I said, that I just do details like, I don't know, so giving tips, but I make sure there's always pens in the property, a sellotape, blue tag, just details like that you just never know what people will need. And I only know that from me traveling a lot. Me and my boyfriend travel a lot. I traveled a lot prior having this business, a lot, from backpacking to five-star hotels. So kind of like just having this kind of, I always trying to put myself in the customer shoes and trying to think, if I would come here for work, if I would come here with kids, if I would come here with my boyfriend, and just to see if I can, like I have, let's say, salt and bubbles in the bathrooms.
Mhm.
So not everybody uses it. A lot of people do ask me, why do you have this? And I was like, because occasionally a person like me who loves bubbly baths, then it's there and it doesn't cost me much at all. And to be fair, we don't even refilling it that often as people would think. So it's, yeah, just kind of those sort of details. That's what makes me happy when people say I truly felt like home away from home, just in a very stunning property. That's what makes me happy.
It shows as well. And I've seen posts from yourself where you've actually stayed in your properties. And how important has that been to measure the kind of success and how comfortable the homes are?
Huge, huge. I always said that the property have to be tested. About, like, to me personally, I love it, because by living there, and it's not only to stay there, because it's very tempting, Liam, it's very, very tempting to kind of like, okay, I'll go and stay there, but I'll order takeaway, or just to not make much mess. No, I'm actually doing everything what you could do if you go and stay on holiday. So I'll buy stuff which I put in the fridge. Then I need to chop things down. Do I have a chopping board? Where is it? How far away is it from my station? Then calling that for washing my vegetables, and all loads of things like that. So what I found out is, so many times I stayed in a property and I'm like, wow, this is not ready. Wow, I forgot this.
Mhm.
Or even just things like silly things. But for example, in my last one, I bought cooking pots, and I have a brand new property. No one ever lived there. So I was pulling all these paper, the plastic bits out from the oven and all this, like completely brand new property. I had a brand new pots, etc., just to find out that I'm trying to cook and the hobs are not coming on, because they are industrial hopes. But
Oh, no.
I didn't think, and I'm just saying, like, they could, by setting up the entire property,
Mhm.
which you think of tiny details in few days time, that can happen that you missed something or you make a mistake when ordering something, because the brain is very tired. So something obvious obviously can sometimes slip their mind. So I've ordered wrong pots, and now imagine I would have a first guest and they said, sorry, we can't cook. And they could arrive at 11 p.m. What do I do then? And that's the first experience. So I personally love staying in my properties and trying to use this shower. I'll try to use this shower. Is there pressure okay? Is there any leak? Is there? So yeah, that sort of thing. That's why personally I love staying in my properties, and testing it properly. But properly, I used a sofa bed. I see how the guests would feel if they're doing a sofa bed. Is it easy? Or yeah, do I need different instructions or things like that?
I completely agree with you. It's such an important point to go and test out your properties beforehand. And I've made that exact same mistake. You're talking about the induction
Did
hob and
you?
that. And I literally set an entire unit up. First time the guest goes in, yeah, I can't use the hob, and I had to rush out. It was about 10 to 6. I had to rush out and get the new
That's what I meant.
pots
Yeah.
and pans, and you go and sort it. But the thing is, you could, by testing it out, by going into the property, and like you say, I mean, I'd be guilty of ordering like takeaway, or just nipping around the corner to the local restaurant or whatever, because but you are there to test out the features and the fittings and stuff like that, aren't you? So that's really cool.
Yeah.
So who have you discovered that you need on your team to have the success that you've had?